Well, we knew it had to happen at some point. Right there. Just gave way on this road in the middle of nowhere. So let's see if I can still remember how to change a tire. Good morning. Welcome to La Ventana. Back on the east side for a few days. I'm glad I came over here. I wanted to see the next beach over north of La Ventana is El Jalito, and that's the one with the natural hot springs right by, literally on the sand just before, like when low tide goes out. We're gonna check those out later, but for now, before we get into how amazing it is, let's talk about that flat tire. I had just left Agua Blanca and I was about halfway to the paved road, and boom, all of a sudden the left rear tire just blew. It was a rock, and I thought, okay, time to change a tire. As you saw, the issue was I went to get my jack, which is under the rear seat in the F-150 that I have, and it wasn't there. That's because I removed it. It's been sitting in my shed for 7 years or more, because when you live in Northern Virginia, you're spoiled. Everyone's got a AAA or somebody to come help them. So I put it away because I just didn't like the rattling back there, and never thought of it again. So as you can imagine, my heart sank. I was like, oh man, this is bad. The issue is, to get my spare tire out, I need the jack, because in this particular model, it goes in through a little hole in the license plate where the license plate is, and it's attached to a string, to a steel like rope, and you turn it and it lowers and raises. Anyway, so I packed my stuff, started walking with Brady. I had about 3 miles, I think, for the first house. Then I realized that I bought, in planning this adventure, I bought a tire patching kit. And so I just turned around and went right back, walked back to the truck about another couple miles, and started patching the hole. And lo and behold, it worked. So the problem was, it wasn't a nail, it wasn't a small hole, it was a rock that got me. So the hole was long and thin. So I patched it up, filled it up, air was still coming out. I took the air out, put another patch in addition, filled it up, slower leak but still coming out. After the third one, it stopped. So it held pressure, so I got in Man, I just wanted to make it to that paved road where I had cell reception, hopefully. I just needed a, you know, I needed a jack. I needed to get that spare tire out. So so I went, you know, a couple miles down the road and got the low pressure indication again. So it was starting to leak again, so I stopped, put another patch in it, and the leak stopped. Got in the truck, drove another couple miles, same thing. Added another couple patches this time, thinking it would. So long story short, we're climbing this this hill here. Want to take you up here. It's an incredible vantage point. After 9 patches and making it about 12 miles, I ran into a independent house that looked like they had that they sold, or you know, used tires. It looked like he was equipped for that. So I pulled in there. Oh man, I was so relieved. So they had the proper jack. I was able to get my tire down, put it in, and it's on now. But I couldn't believe it. What a knucklehead. For those of you out there that think that, and there's some of you out there that think that I, you know, don't make a mistake, or that I, always do the right thing or whatever. Not always, my friends, not always. In fact, a lot of times, more than I care to admit, I'll screw up. But it worked out. I don't have a spare now. I'm in the I finally found a place who would order one for me here in La Ventana, and it'll come tomorrow morning. So I'll put the spare, which is full size, back under, and put the newer one on the tire, so they're all the same. The spare was a little bit different, same size but different make. Anyway, that's that. I'm grateful that I was only 3 miles from the road. I'm grateful it wasn't nighttime. I'm grateful it wasn't raining, or, you know, it was just a small inconvenience that got handled. But I could, oh, and by the way, that place sold me a jack, so I bought a jack from them, and now I have a jack, and but no spare, so hopefully I'll have a spare. Anyway, La Ventana is pretty chill, and we're climbing this mountain here, following this road here. I'm not sure what this road is for. I guess maybe they're going to develop it. But check this out right here, guys. This is back on the east side. It's south and east of La Paz. This is a famous beach known for the wind. It's a pretty chill day today. It's not too bad. Yesterday was horrible, the wind, but they just love that because, you know, it's famous for windsurfing and kiteboarding and all that stuff. Just all the water, the wind sports. So we're gonna keep climbing up and see what we can find. Like I mentioned before, we're gonna stay here for a couple days, and then zag, you know, back to the northwest on the main road, north of the gap on that sand road on the Pacific side, and slowly start making our way up the Pacific as far as we can. It's very wild there, very wild. The margin of error is much lower, and if you get yourself in a bind, it can be scary. But we're gonna give it a try. We're gonna keep trying to go up the Pacific side as much as we can with the equipment that we have. I was decided to try going north from Agua Blanca, just to see what was up there. And after about 7 miles, I ran flat into a fence, private property, right on the sand trail, and scratched the crap out of my truck. The road is narrow. You cannot slow down or you will sink into the sand. So it's a tough call. Obviously it's not that tough of a call. You definitely don't want to get stuck. You can't turn around. So man, I had to back up over some terrible harsh bushes, much bigger than I should have, but I had no choice. It was either that or drive backwards for about 7 miles, and I just wasn't going to do that. There's just no way. I needed speed going forward to make it through the sand that I knew I had passed. I was almost got stuck, and I just sped up as much as I could, definitely with the 4x4 on, and barely made it. So when I saw that huge fence, it was a gate, huge fence with a lock. Oh man, that was before I got the flat tire. It was so I turned around. The Pando and the truck are in good shape, but they're not looking too good. They're looking weathered, so need to give them a wash. It just, man, they look so dusty and so roughed up right now. So yeah, turned it around and just made it back to that camino. It's called Camino 7 is the one that I took, where I got the flat. Just cruising along thinking, okay, cool, I'm out of the danger zone, didn't get stuck, life's good, let's go to the east side. It seemed like I was just thinking that, and then bam, psh, immediately. It took nothing but 30 seconds for that air to come out. So here we are. It's a pretty steep grade. Beautiful view though, as you can see how steep it is. We're just switchbacking up here. Have no idea where this goes, but we're gonna find out together. Brady, of course, is up there. Man, no whales on this side, but a few jumping rays. They are elusive. I can't quite get them on the drone, but I'm gonna keep trying. They're only out of the water for a few seconds, not even for like a half a second, and then they jump, flap their wings, and they're back in. But there's several of them when they do that, so I just need to get out there quick enough with the drone. It's kind of difficult to find them. Even whales are difficult. Okay, so this is definitely one of the peaks. Let's walk this together. Pretty awesome. Man, what a view. Oh wow, it keeps, man, that keeps going way up there. Just got windy all of a sudden. Look at this. I was hoping to fly the drone, but it won't fly. It's too windy. It's just hauling butt coming through these mountains here. The wind, there's just no way. Ventana is living up to its name. It is freaking windy, man. Even my hat just wants to blow off. You probably can't hear me too well, Just isn't the day to fly today up here. What's happening, why this place is so windy, is the wind gets sandwiched right here between the island and the main peninsula of Baja, and so it gets split. And so, as you know, the Venturi effect low pressure, high velocity, as it gets squeezed through here, man, it wants to throw me right off this edge here from that side. Goodness. Let's get behind this mound here. Here we go. Oh man, look how the wind just stops right here. Just dead. Unbelievable. Just what I walk 20 feet right there versus here. This is literally calm winds. There is not even a breeze. Unbelievable.